Shalom Uvrach and welcome to the weekly piece on the Parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Meir Goodman, the Rabbi Emeritus of Youngstown Rockaway. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. This week, when we will usher in the holy month of miracles, Chodesh Kislev, Rabbi Goodman has a truly magical explanation of a very famous question. How did the Avos keep the Torah before it was given? Let's take a look. This week in our Parsha, Akev, because Avraham listened to my voice, kept and guarded mitzvosai, my commandments, chukosai, my statutes, vitorosai, and my teachings, literally my Torahs. Vitorosai is plural, according to Chazal, refers to both the written and the oral Torah. Based on this pasuk, Chazal say, understandably so, that Avraham observed both the written and the oral Torah. The legendary Rav Tzvi Elimelech of Dinov draws the same conclusion, but he comes to it from a different perspective. The pasuk in Devarim says that Hashem spoke the words of the Torah with a mighty voice out of the fire and the dense clouds. Unclus on this pasuk translates a voice great that didn't stop. According to Rav Tzvi Elimelech, this voice has echoed through eternity, with the great scholars of each generation converting its sound waves into speech, concepts, chidushim, and laws. This is the deeper meaning of Klal Yisrael's famous pledge, Naseh v'nishma, we will do and we will listen. But v'nishma literally means we will continue to listen to this eternal voice forever. Likewise, we see in the bracha over reading the Torah, when we praise Hashem, Asher Nasan Lanu Torah emes. Blessed is Hashem, King of the universe, who gives us, in the present tense, continuously the Torah of truth. Since Hashem left this body of laws unwritten, empowering our Gedolim to decipher his voice, this explains why Talmudic scholars did not yield even when a voice from heaven sought to resolve a halachic dispute. With Hashem's voice eternally transmitting the Torah on earth, this explains the pasuk, Lo Bashamayim He. It is not in heaven. We can now understand an exceptionally enigmatic passage from the Gemara in Chagiga 15b. Eliyahu Hanavi once informed Rabbi Bar Shilas that Hashem was busy repeating the halachic discussions of the rabbis, saying, my son Yochanan says this, and my son so-and-so says that, but he never mentioned Rabbi Meir, for he studied with Elisha ben Avua, who became a heretic. Rabbi Bar Shilas then exclaimed, but when Rabbi Meir once found a pomegranate, he ate the inside and threw away the peel. In other words, he knows how to extract what's worthwhile from Elisha and ignore everything else. Eliyahu responded, now Hashem is saying, my son Rabbi Meir says such and such. Rabbi Goodman asks, could it be that Hashem did not know about Rabbi Meir's selectivity until he heard about it from Rabbi Bar Shilas? Chas v'shalom, says Rabbi Goodman. Rather, the rule that one must not study with a heretic remained in effect until Rabbi Bar Shilas overturned it. Instantly, however, this decision affected divine judgment, and Hashem began to quote Rabbi Meir by name. This is the awesome power granted to the sages of each generation to interpret Hashem's eternal voice. This amazing analysis suggests a literal translation of the phrase Moshe would speak to Hashem, and Hashem would respond to him by voice. The literal translation of Ve'elokim ya'anenu b'kol is Hashem will answer him by voice. For at Har Sinai, Hashem spoke and Moshe responded, but in the future, the Moshes of every generation will continue speaking with the authority granted to them, and Hashem will continue to respond through the transmission of his eternally resonating voice for their detection and interpretation. This also may explain an amazing thing in our Shabbos and Yom Tov davening, asking Hashem, V'sein chalkeinu b'sorasecha, that Hashem give us our portion of the Torah. We now see it's through the reverberation of this eternal voice that we just have to tune into. Now, when we go back to our Parsha in Toldos, an amazing thing has just happened. The Hebrew word signifying because, akev, literally means heel, or that which comes at the end. This signifies that what is happening in our pasuk in Toldos echoes something that will happen through the end of times. Remember, Chazal uses our pasuk to prove that the Avos kept the Torah, but it didn't tell us how. Or did it? If we look again at that exact same pasuk about Avraham keeping Hashem's Torahsai, some incredible magic happens. Akev, because Asher Shama Avraham Bekoli. Avraham listened to my voice, and that eternal and infinite voice of the Torah, which preceded the creation of the world and which will continue to echo for all time, is the voice that Avraham was able to discern, leading him to keeping Hashem's Torahs, and which Moshe later heard once Klal Yisrael was worthy of hearing for ourselves Hashem's Mitzvosai, Chukosai, and Torosai. Like I said, a truly magical piece by Rabbi Goodman. Thank you again for watching. Of course, you should like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tell your friends and family to do so none of you miss another amazing insight by Rabbi Yitzchak Meir Goodman's magical masterpiece, Torah Giants on Chumash.